Well, the coronavirus is something we all have dealt with, and we know that it will likely be around in the future as well.
So right now, a group of researchers is finalizing a tool that could change the way we test for the virus, and that research is happening right here in Indianapolis.
Samantha Johnson met with the team and has an inside look at that very unique project. Sam?
Yeah, Julia, that's all happening here inside the School of Science at IUPUI. And that's where a small group of students and staff, they are quite literally building this sensor to test for COVID-19. Now, the cool part is I got to visit this lab, and I can tell you the science behind it is pretty crazy, but the impact could be felt for years to come.
It's no summer vacation inside this lab. These researchers are building a coronavirus sensor unlike any other ever created, with Dr. Rajesh Sardar leading the way.
In terms of COVID research, we really want to make it more impactful to the society.
Dr. Sardar's team created its first sensor just months into the pandemic. It tested for both the virus and antibodies.
But after that, I think the research became very personal to me because I lost a cousin who was in his early 30s. And then I thought, okay, the COVID research has to be even more applied and it has to reach to the people.
So this team took it up a notch with a 96-well panel, testing nearly 100 samples at a time.
We designed our sensor such a way that it is very sensitive and it is very specific to COVID-19.
But even that isn't enough to test mass populations quickly, according to Dr. Sardar. So researchers here bumped it up again from 96 to 384.
Because these wells are a little bit bigger, so it takes a little longer time to scan an entire area. But because this area is small, the sensor, so that's why we can scan it much faster.
This is Omalade. She's a Brownsburg graduate now at Howard University, spending her summer here.
I've been able to make my own plates and read them as well, just to be able to know what kind of results I'm getting with the ones that I'm making.
Dr. Sardar says this technology has been around for 30 years, but not without a couple problems. For one, it's never had enough sensitivity.
Second is, nobody hasn't made any sensors which can measure so many patient samples at once.
Samples donated from Indiana Biobank, providing one-of-a-kind COVID research right here in Indy.
Now, Dr. Sardar told me the group does have a patent on this biosensor, but he says the future is still kind of up in the air if maybe a company or someone decides to invest or if they need to take it to market on their own. Guys, he did joke with me. He said, I'm not ready to be an entrepreneur, but he would gladly sell it to someone else to make a bigger difference.